Why, hello, you lovely little peppercorns. My name's Noa Lee, and welcome to another retro game hopping afternoon. How y'all doing today? Peppercorns, hey, Colin, hey, Live Coil, how you doing today? How have I been this week? I've been pretty good. Kind of an off week for me, not too bad, but I kind of feel like I didn't really get much done this week. It was kind of one of those weeks where I worked all week, but looking back, it doesn't seem like I did all that much. Can't really say it was bad, though. I mean, I still got a console and coffee out. I still got a small video out this week, so I can't really complain. How was your guys' week? I got 3 PS2 games for us today, because we were talking about doing some PS2 games. They're kind of a pain in the ass to get on the Steam Deck, so I only ended up getting 3 of them. I got Guitar Man, the original Jak and Daxter, and Silent Hill 2 on here. I also put Parasite Eve on here for Jimmel, because he's been wanting me to play that forever. However, it's not working, so I'm going to have to look into that. So, I don't know, this is another Sonic Blast situation, I guess, but at least it did break my Steam Deck. Sup, Lonely Goomba, how you doing this week? And Raichu Wisdom. Hey, Noah, spent the weekend losing hard at Vivid Night? I don't know what that is. And finished a little art thing for a team's background. That's going to be a fun meeting. Oh, nice. Congrats on finishing an art project. That always feels good. My week was all right. Been playing a lot of guitar lately. Nice. Well, we should probably start with Guitar Man then. I think Tanish wanted me to play that, but I think some other people wanted to. So let's just hop right into it. This is the black screen that apparently Emulation Station doesn't come with PS2 artwork. So black screen means PS2. And we're going to start with Guitar Man. Maybe by next week I'll have some artwork for this. Because that would be nice. Been playing a lot of guitar lately. I really need to get my bass out of the closet. I haven't played in a while. It's kind of one of those things that I'm super into it for about a year at a time, and then I'll put it away for a year at a time. We'll see how this goes. Rhythm games are always kind of hit or miss on stream, but I really love this game. I'm also a lot better at this than I am at Parappa and Jammer. So, what's up, Mark and Funky Arts? How you doing? My week was pretty good, planning out more of my horror film, and somehow managed to get a copy of Snatcher for Sega CD. Do you still have both your arms and both your legs? Just one arm, just one leg, it cost you that? Damn, congrats on that. That's always an achievement on any Sega CD collector's journey. Make YouTube shorts of you playing bass. Doesn't really fit with my vibe. Maybe if I had a second channel or something, I'd do that someday. I don't feel like I'm that good, though. I just kind of dick around. Can't read music, can't play other people's songs, but I do have like a surprising number of my own jams that I play around with. This opening is so charming. Man, I really wish they would have made a sequel to this game. One of those. I'm probably going to buy Hi-Fi Rush on Steam. I just started playing that yesterday. It's pretty good. I just got, yeah, I don't know. That game hasn't convinced me yet. The style is great. The gameplay, it feels like every PlayStation 2 game I've ever played. So it's good. It's really good. The gameplay and the rhythm aspects haven't really convinced me yet. But I only played the first chapter, so you know it's subject to change. I'm hoping it does because the music is so good and the style is so good and. Yeah, I don't really have anything bad to say about Hi-Fi Rush. It's just, like I said, it feels like I think this is a good thing, though. It feels like a PlayStation 2, like, throwback game, fundamentally, which I guess is a good thing. We haven't seen a lot of those lately, so that style of game kind of needs to come back. Oh, Guitar Man. I also played through Pizza Tower this week. Holy shit. If you guys haven't played Pizza Tower, play Pizza Tower. That is a banger of a game. I might end up reviewing that one. I love it so much. We'll see. Alright, we're going to do some single play here. I had this on PSP. I remember liking it, but it's been ages. Yeah, I never played the PSP port, which is Guitar Man Lives, I believe it's called. Which, I think there's an extra stage they added to that game. that was cut during the development of the PS2 version.
You won.
I would like to get that. Check it out sometime.
Useless, aren't you?
You're totally useless, aren't you?
Shut up, Puma.
But you won. There's something you can do about it, I think.
I have a 1050 graphics card, and luckily it does support it. Nice. It runs, yeah, Hi-Fi Rush runs great on Steam Deck too. Supposedly on Windows, people are having trouble getting it to go because of the de novo anti-piracy stuff, which always seems to break games. Big surprise, but runs great on Linux. Can confirm. So.
The enemy is near. Let's roll. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Also, these graphics just hold up so well.
First, we loosen up. Tilt your head forward. Your head.
My recommendation after this is Sonic Adventure on Dreamcast. Sure, we can do that. I do like me some Sonic Adventure. I like the second game more, I think, which I don't think is a hot take. I think most people prefer Sonic Adventure 2. It's the era of unskippable tutorials.
Yeah, move the left analog stick to match the blue zone with this line. When the line turns blue like this, it means you're off center.
All
so
right.
look sharp and stay on the line.
Instant charm with those animal costumes and that frickin' bass line in the background. It's so funky. I love it. That's why I ended up playing bass, I think. I'm just a sucker for a good bass line. It's such a simple bass line, too. Oh, I meant the wrong stick.
Now I'll teach you some cool tricks of the trade.
All right.
When a red attack point approaches center like this, just as it's about to overlap the center of the screen, push and hold on the circle button.
As far as tutorials go, I gotta say, this one's pretty fun.
Got it?
Mostly just because it's got some great presentation.
Push, push,
Guitars and doing lines? Is this the 80s? Nice.
push, push.
The best stage is when the protagonist plays the acoustic version of the legendary theme and the girl rests her head on his shoulder. Yeah, that is a great moment.
4.
Ba, ba, ba. Such an interesting, like, way to abstractify music for this, but it plays so well. We might actually be able to play through this whole game, because one, it's short, and the only moment in the game I ever seem to have trouble with is, I think his name's Gregory. It's a penultimate level. It's like, oh shit, it's like a heavy metal opera thing. Like, there's some sections in that one song that always trip me up every playthrough, but for the most part, I'm pretty decent at this game. Probably not good enough to play on hard mode, but good enough to get through the game at least. Well, I prefer 1, but Sonic Adventure 2 is objectively better. SA1 feels surprisingly different, and that's why I like it more. I can see that. I kind of actually prefer Sonic's levels in Sonic Adventure 1. I guess, now that I think about it, but that's such a small section of that game, as I was saying like a few weeks ago or last week. I'd like those games a lot more if it was just Sonic and maybe Shadow, because the core levels in the Sonic Adventure games are fantastic, but everything else is just kind of good to bad.
The better you play, the more damage your opponent takes. Mess up, and you're the one who takes damage.
Push, push, push.
Dodge your opponent's attacks. The controls work a little differently in guard mode. These guard marks move in from 4 directions. As they reach the center, press the corresponding button.
Everybody got this?
If you guard
There's going to be a pop quiz after the stream.
If you don't, you lose power. Okay.
I much prefer Sonic Adventure 1 over 2, but I still like 2 quite a bit.
1, 2, 3, 4. Push,
Push, push, push, push. Push, 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 push. Also, the timing on this is so much more forgiving than Parappa and Jammer are. I don't have the greatest rhythm in the world, but I could get by with this game, but those games are kind of tricky for me. I think the bass line is just 3 notes, possibly G, F sharp, and E. Ah, Ryan would be able to tell you. He has perfect pitch. I don't know music at all. I can't pick out like keys or anything like that, and Ryan can listen to something like once and he knows exactly what key it's in and what notes it is. It's ridiculous.
And remember, your own mistakes make you lose power too.
I do think that, though, that they need to throw the idea of multiple characters under the bus could be executed differently to make every type of player happy. Yeah, how about just make several games? Or if you really want to have multiple characters in a Sonic game, make like 6 smaller games and package them all together in one thing. Don't make like the completion of one character, dependent on the other. Because that's always been the weakness of the adventure games, is that like, yeah, I really like Sonic and Shadow's levels, and, you know, Knuckles and Rouge's levels are okay, but, oh, then I gotta play through Eggman and Tails' levels, which I actually like, but I'm in the minority in that one. Most people don't care for those levels. And then you have Big. Everybody knows about Big. We talk about Big all the time. And unlike Parappa, I just realized, I can actually still talk while playing this game, because the timing's so much more forgiving, so that makes streaming a lot easier. And I gotta say, this PS2 emulation is running pretty well. This is my first time playing a PS2 game on the old Steam Deck, so can't really complain. At least at the end of the tutorial, they give you a pretty banger song to jam to. Nice. Ryan has perfect pitch. Lucky son of a gun. You tell him I called him a son of a gun. All right, will do.
This is too much. I can't do this.
I think they should go the Sonic 3 route where they all play similar to Sonic but with their own abilities. Yeah, that's a good way to do it too. You gotta chop me in half, dang. If you think Parappa's hard, you should try Mad Maestro. I never heard of that one. What's that on, Mark? Mad Maestro. That sounds like a Wii game. I'm picturing like a conductor with the Wii mode. That sounds like a Wii game. That's my guess. PS2. Okay. Well, roughly same era, roughly. Really? Huh. I've never heard of that one. I'll have to check it out. Well, the original Guitar Hero is, like, surprisingly difficult. They made it a lot easier after Guitar Hero 2. Because in the first one, you have to have, like, perfect timing, and then Guitar Hero 2, you just have to be in the generally close to the beat. It's not very nice. I love how the cliche of guitars or instruments being like called an axe and being used as a weapon as an axe, as in this game or in Hi-Fi Rush, never seems to get old for anybody. Or in like Brutal Legend, which was a game I seem to be one of the few people that actually liked, because I didn't mind the real-time strategy stuff they added into it. I haven't played that in a long time, though, so I might not like it anymore. We'll have to see. Might have to replay that one. getting into the groove, man. Boing, boing. Ah, crap. I like how his health has just been drained for, like, I don't know, a while now. And I do remember the first time I played this game, though. It took me a while to, like, get the hang of it, so I got my ass kicked a bunch, but I've replayed this game so many times now, it's, I just realized he's wearing a diaper, and it distracted me. Sorry about that. I never noticed he was wearing a diaper before. It's also really nice you don't have to worry about staying on the line when there aren't any notes on there, because that's something I've always had a hard time with in this, like doing these like 180-degree turns there. I want an HD remake or HD remaster of this. Just bring it to modern consoles, please. Because you don't even need to touch the graphics. They're just beautiful. Just upscale it. Just upscale this game for me, please. That's all I want.
You win.
Slimy Cat Maker, what's up? What game is that? This is Gitaru Man on PlayStation 2. A rhythm game that I quite like and has kind of gone forgotten by most people, unfortunately, because they haven't re-released it since the PlayStation Portable, and they really should. Not sure if you're ready for it, but do you mind messing around in Mario Paint? Yeah, I suppose we could do that. My control, I don't have a mouse hooked up to the... Can you play Mario Paint without the mouse? I think you can, right? I don't know. I didn't have it as a kid, so yeah. That looks like a game by Skip. Or this looks like a game by Skip. I don't know who Skip is. Oh, that's confusing. Is blue? Yeah. Oh, I always forget. Yes, blue is save. All right. What? Oh, yes. God, that's confusing. I thought yellow was. Ah, thank you for letting me know that the memory card was saved. Cool. You can go away now. Message in the upper left-hand corner. Thank you. We don't need to save that. Oh, Skip made Chibi Robo. Oh, okay. I see. I've never played Chibi Robo. What are we doing? Go back. Back. Cancel save. Is this okay? Yes. What is it with like rhythm games from this era and having like really, I don't know, obtuse ways to save? Like, Parappa and Jammer are the same. You just takes forever to, like, save your game because there's, like, a million sub-menus you have to go through. Chibi Robo and Captain Rainbow. I haven't heard of Captain Rainbow either, so there's, like, what, 2 games this stream I haven't heard of? Dang.
With a strict training program, right?
Now you won. Remember how easily I tripped you up
First
yesterday?
Chibi Robo is a
Can't do
bit of a
anything
hidden
alone
gem,
skateboard.
really. Huh.
Face it. You'll
There's a
never
few of
succeed.
them, aren't there?
Not in 100 million years.
I will too succeed. No, wait, maybe not. I'm pathetic.
Come on, let's go,
Huh?
Pico.
Hey, wait! Hey, that wasn't very nice. You didn't have to be so mean to him.
Oh, I never noticed, like, the legendary theme playing lightly in the background of that cutscene before, too. That's a nice touch.
Hey, what's that?
It's a hamburger. No, it's only mouse compatible. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know how that works on emulation. Well, we might boot it up after we're done with this before we play Sonic Adventure just to see. I could probably like maybe it emulates the mouse with the thumbstick. I don't really know. If I hooked a mouse up to my Steam Deck, I don't think the Super Nintendo emulator core would detect it necessarily, but maybe it would. I'll have to play around with that. Captain Rainbow is Japanese only. It's a game about forgotten Nintendo characters. It's pretty wild. Wow, that sounds like Sega Gaga on Dreamcast. Nice. I'll have to check it out. Kind of sounds like they were going for like a Captain N thing, almost. I'm not. I mean, there's plenty of techno songs I like, but I'm not like super into techno or its million subgenres. But this is a banger of a freaking song. As I fuck it up. It probably will with the emulator I tried. It was possible at least. All right, we'll give it a shot. Probably won't play it for very long anyway, because other than that one Fleiswater game, I don't really remember there being too much to do other than painting and music creation, which I know is the appeal, but not really my kind of thing. Although, ironically, I do stuff like that for fun, just not in a video game capacity. I fucked up again. Damn. It's okay, I have like a bazillion health. I can mess up a bunch. At least in this level. This just seems like a game that would have been released, right? Like, more than once. I guess it technically did on PSP, but I don't know. I guess maybe it just wasn't popular enough. And then the creators of this game and Parappa the Rappa did like a Kickstarter a few years ago for that one Legend of the Rap Rabbit that they pitched, and like nobody was into it, and they fell like way short of their goal. And that sucks, because that would have been great. Probably. I wonder what the creators of this and Parappa are doing these days. Yeah, I'm surprised it's not been ported either. This and Zack and Wiki seem like no-brainers to me for like games to port. Maybe Zack and Wiki is too closely tied to the Wiimote to be released, but I think with a little bit, I don't know, people emulate it all the time. Yeah. But like both of these games, both this and Zack and Wiki, when they came out, like by all accounts, they were like, everybody loved them. That critical praise across the board. And I believe they sold fairly well, probably not like gangbusters or anything, but at least enough you think that there'd be enough of a market for them to re-release. It isn't like this is like Chaos Legion or some weird Devil May Cry ripoff on the PlayStation 2. Or something like that. I mean, this isn't like the most well-known game, but I feel like it's fairly well-known as far as like cult classic games go. Ah, crap. I always mess up that last note. Every time. I didn't even know that was a Kickstarter till now. Yeah, because it failed hardcore. I don't blame you. I don't know how I even heard about it, because by the time I heard about it, it had already failed. I was like super excited, and then I realized, oh, the Kickstarter failed, and then nobody said if they're gonna try to find funding some other way. But yeah, they released like a little teaser animation, I think. I don't think they had like a demo up and running or anything like that, but replay this game? Oh. I think music games are probably the most niche genre outside of Japan, even more than fighting games. Fighting games seem pretty popular these days, though, but I've never been into them. But, again, yes, okay. Yeah, you're right. And maybe that's part of it. Maybe with Guitar Man, maybe, like, this is some, maybe that's, some licensed music going on, but I feel like, you know, I feel like they made this for the game, so... Hey, what's up, Mega Drive Profile? Long time no see, bud. How you doing?
Sir, it's been taken. Listen up. Sir, yes, sir.
Play some Guitaru Man.
I want them back. And bring me his guitar.
That's something I appreciate about Hi-Fi Rush. It has a streamer mode, so it has, like... all the licensed tracks in the games have original tracks that were created for it as well. So if you turn on streamer mode, it doesn't play any of the licensed tracks, so you don't have to worry as much about like copyright stuff, which is a pretty nice thing to include into your game, I gotta say.
Only you can use this guitar that's been passed down for generations by the ancestors.
The ancestors, meaning my ancestors?
Fighting games aren't too niche. I'd say visual novels would be more of a niche game. Yeah, I mean, especially in America. They're pretty big in Japan. But, yeah. But even that, I mean, kind of after, like, Doki Doki Literature Club, I kind of feel like visual novels are getting pretty popular in America, too. I don't know. That and, you know, Steam opening up the floodgates for hentai games as well, which a lot of them are visual novels. I feel like visual novels are getting a little, still pretty niche, but definitely a lot more popular these days. Most popular rhythm game I could think of is Friday Night Funkin', but it was too popular for its own good. Yeah, I've never played that game, and I don't really know much about it, but I always stumble upon it. It always catches my eye. But then I see the gameplay, and it doesn't really... I don't know. It doesn't really seem all that special to me. So I haven't checked it out. It is something I would like to play, though, like if it's ever on sale on Steam, which it probably has been, but... I am all about this freaking Jazz Funk Odyssey here. But you guys are right, like, rhythm games don't typically seem to ever gain all that much popularity, except in some weird cases like Friday Night Funkin', like you were saying. Oh. It's getting harder. And the level after this is one of the harder levels in this game. Mojo King Bee. Ah, crap. I thought I had time to look at the chat. I didn't have time to look at the chat. It's also something about the way this game plays. It's a lot easier to take in what's going on in the background than it is in something like Parappa. because I can very much like keep track of like the action in the background in my peripheral vision very clearly. It must have just like composed each scene in such a way that, actually, yeah, now that I'm looking at it, kind of seems like they very specifically keep things out of the center for the most part. Like that bear in the background just slamming on the freaking tree. It's hilarious. This is by far my favorite rhythm game. I don't know if I mentioned that, but it absolutely is. This might just be top 10 PS2 games for me. I fucking love this game. Ah. Suddenly sucking ass, jeez. Time to kick some ass. Yeah. I love that ending there. I think that only blew up because it was very easy to mod. Oh, Friday Night Funkin'? We all know the best rhythm game is DDR Mario Mix. I haven't played that one. I am familiar, though. I have a really nice DDR pad that I bought for, like, I want to say about, like, 6 months. I was, like, really into DDR on PS2. I think I had, like, every DDR game on PS2, and then I splurged on, like, a metal DDR pad, because I hate those foam things with a passion. So it was almost like playing on an arcade. But then ever since that, I haven't really played DDR at all, but I was, like, super into it for a while. Probably because the focus is in the middle of the screen. Yeah, that makes sense. I have one popular rhythm game series in my head, and that is Hatsune Miku. Is that an actual, like, rhythm game? I thought, like, the Vocaloid things was more like music making software with, like, animation built in too. I suppose in one definition you could call that a game, I suppose. If Mario Paint's a game, I guess that's a game. I want to get it. Anyone else? Hey, what's up, Eric? How you doing? Anyone else see YouTube flooded with what's after Sonic Frontiers hot takes? That fandom just can't stop running headfirst into every brick wall. No, I haven't seen that, but that doesn't surprise me. The Sonic cycle always must continue. Oh, there are I should have known. There actually are Hatsune Miku games. I suppose there are. Okay. That was funky AF. Absolutely. Dude, speaking of rhythm games, Donkey Kong Jungle Beat is so freaking awesome. I've never played that one either, but that one's always appealed to me. What's that one, what's that one drum game? Does anyone know? I don't know how to describe it. It's like a Japanese, like, drum, and it's like you have one button to play the game, and, like, the whole thing is, like, you know, like, traditional Japanese art style, and I think it's like a cell shaded thing, and it's just like banging on this drum and rhythm. Dang, I don't remember what that's called. That game always like looked cool to me too. I have such a hard time with these menus. That's the only thing I don't like about this game. Maybe it's just my dyslexia, but it's just hard for me to like figure out like that. Like, seems like yes is highlighted. It's not. Now it is. Who finally managed to get the win. Took 2 days. What did I miss? What the sound does not look like does not do the look of the game justice. What on Guitar Man?
This isn't happening. This isn't happening.
I think the music's a banger on this.
It's me, of course, Miranda.
Taiko no
Gilbert.
Tatsujin.
Quite impressive,
Ah, it's a drum game. Yes, thank you.
Such a powerful
Hi,
grown
Jimmo.
lady.
Pavilion.
Oh, we
Hey,
praise
Jimmo, I
you
got
for this moment.
I tried to put Parasite Eve on here this morning. It didn't work. So, well, I take that back. It was working, but I noticed it was only disc 1, so that I tried to put disc 2 on there, and then it broke both of them. So, I'll try again next time. Someday we'll play Parasite Eve. I have a feeling the Sonic cycle is over. That the Sonic cycle is over? Nah. The Sonic cycle must continue. The spice must flow. I think I know what you were talking about. Konami made a bunch of those. Yeah, the Taiko no Tatsujin.
So you're here, Gitaru Man. Release Ben K.
Sir!
Sad and weird. Yeah. Yeah. I tried to put the original Kingsfield on here too, and it was the same thing. I think it's because, like, PlayStation emulation is really weird. You have, like, .bin files. You have .bin files, you have .q files, and you have .bpm, no, not BPM, BP something files. And if you have the .bin files, some games you also need the .q file for, and I think that's what's going on with Parasite Eve, and I don't quite understand what that is. All right, I'm gonna have to focus up on this one, because, like, this is one of the hardest spots in the whole game. This might take me a couple tries, too. We'll see. It's like all dodging in this one. Oh, crap.
You want right? Not that way!
Oh, crap. Oh, my thumb hurts. I think we're almost done, though. Hey, I think I did it. Yeah. Woo! Frontiers will be disliked for 5 years or so. Next time it's on sale, I'm buying Frontiers. I gotta. It's time I throw my hat in the ring. I think I'm not gonna review it. No, not a chance in hell though. But I would like to play it. Who's that Snoopy-looking dog? That is, what's his name? Puma. Puma's the dog name. He's not a puma. He's a dog, but his name's Puma. No stars behind those moons. Surprisingly forgotten detail. Yeah, you're right. This 2 stars. This game sucks. Hold on. I gotta put that on my list. I have a list of... I have a list I've been building for like the last year of... What did I call it? List of incredibly insignificant flaws that absolutely ruin games. I'm gonna put that on there. No stars behind moon. Someday I would like to make a video just ranting about all these little inconsistencies in games I found. No stars behind moons in Guitar Man. Thank you for that. Added to my weird list that I've been making for the last year or so. Is there anything in particular on today's list of agendas, or are you just going with the flow this time? Well, after this, we're going to turn on Mario Paint for like 5 minutes just to see how it functions in emulation, and then we're going to play Sonic Adventure for a bit. But after that, we are taking requests live on the intranet. Let's save. Because when a game is new, people overlook flaws more, and discussion is one-sided. Then time passes, and people are more open to talk about it critically. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's kind of why I like... I don't know, I'm of two minds. On one hand, I like talking about games when they're fresh and new. But I'm also a weirdo that I force myself to play a game twice before I review it. I don't review games unless I played it at least twice. That's a rule of mine that I've had for years. And it's for that reason, because excitement can cause you to overlook flaws. And also, in the case of like something like Children of Silent Town, I might not like it until my second playthrough. There's been plenty of games that I didn't like on my first playthrough, but then towards the end I started to get a feel for them, and then on my second playthrough I really liked them, and I feel like that comes together. And I kind of don't feel like you can fully grasp if a game's truly good or not unless you've played it at least twice. I think the first playthrough is kind of like a... I don't know. First playthrough is about the experience, and the second playthrough is about, like, analyzing it, I think. And it's a lot easier to do that when a game's older, for sure. Some funky reggae jam, yo. I think Live Coil's favorite level is next, right? Acoustic Legendary theme? Ah, crap. Yeah, that's next. Oh yeah, I also just remembered the Sandbone Trio level that's coming up. That one's kind of difficult too, now that I think about it. Yeah, look over there, bitch. Fuck. Ah, crap. I could be charging my health right now if I hadn't messed that up. Damn it, what the... maybe stay. Oh, damn it! I'm having a hell of a time staying on track in this level. Oh. Thankfully, this game's quite forgiving, so we might still be able to beat this, but I'm suddenly getting my ass kicked. Ah! That sounds like Pac-Man. That also sounds like Pac-Man. What up, Tanish? We got some PS2 games. We got Guitar Man, what else did I get? Jak and Daxter and Silent Hill 2. Getting PS2 games was kind of tedious, so I only got 3 of them, but we could get some more for next week, I think. And we figured we'd start with Guitar Man, because it's the best. Crap. Oh. Okay, they were totally going for a Pac-Man thing. I never noticed that before. There's so many Pac-Man sounds. This isn't even a Namco game, is it? This is a Toby game. Crap. Crap. Damn it. Captain, we are killing the beast with my mediocre guitar playing skills. I really like Frontier's boss fights, were some of the best out there. Really. For clarification, there's not supposed to be any stars behind the moon, but you often see the crescent and then the stars in the black area, so it should be a crescent-shaped rock, not a moon. Ah, yeah. Sonic Colors, I've only been thinking that because it's I'm only thinking that it's mid because I played the Boost games in a different order. I think I said this last week. I thought Sonic Colors was all right. It was certainly, of the Boost games that were around at the time, that was the one I enjoyed the most, but I still didn't think it was particularly good. And there were, I don't know, I didn't like the whole wisp mechanic for one thing, which I thought was weird that they brought that kind of back in Forces. Cancel. Tested out Mario Paint with an emulator. I got to work with a regular mouse, but it was super sensitive. Couldn't get the official mouse to work with a controller adapter. I think Mario Paint is mostly a nostalgia thing, kind of redundant now in regards to an art tool. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think people do it so much anymore. I'm sure some people do, but like 10 years ago, like Mario Paint covers were so freaking hot on YouTube. Like it seemed like you couldn't go like a day without stumbling upon like Through the Fire and the Flames in Mario Paint, or you know, Bittersweet Symphony in Mario Paint, or something like that. I think I'm gonna bail for now. Bye, Eric. See you later. Gotta go. Work calls. Have a good Sunday afternoon, dude. You too, Mega Drive Profile. Thanks for coming out. Good seeing you again, bud.
That is the legendary last guitar I have been searching for all my life.
Give it to him, you one.
Oh, of course not.
Very well. Our empire is beginning its conquest of the universe. I'll start out with you, weaklings. You cannot possibly defeat me. Not in a million billion years.
Not in a million billion years.
Guitar Man, you have been warned.
Why is it that everywhere we go, the same kind of jerks say the same kind of things? Always making fun of me. That's why Puma...
Maybe it's just because jerks are jerks wherever you go.
To play the guitar.
Mario Paint's only strength nowadays is its charm and charming visuals and sound. Yeah, I do enjoy it, but for what it is. But like I said, I never got into it. I think it's one of those kind of like Lonely Goomba was saying. I think it's a nostalgia thing. Like if you grew up with it, it's amazing because you have fond memories of it. But I didn't, so because I was a lowly Sega boy back in the day.
My name's Kira. What are you doing here?
Well, I just found this here, and,
Can I sit down?
The fly game is fun for a very short while. That's the most enjoyment I ever got on Mario Paint is the, I never had the mouse,
So who is
like,
this Pico?
so, like,
just an old flame.
I had,
Love.
we had a
Oh, yeah.
library
Love is
that
something I
rented
can
out
never
game
hope for.
consoles occasionally, and
don't worry.
normally they only had, like,
I
a
just
Game
came out
Boy,
for a walk to
and
see
that's
the
how I
movie.
played Pokemon before I had my own Game Boy, was I'd rented, or I'd loan out the, library's Game Boy Pocket.
I tried once,
But they
I
also
couldn't
like
play
briefly had a Super Nintendo that they would loan out, which was really cool. But the only games they had for it was Super Mario World and Mario Paint, which was weird because they had a shit ton of Sega Genesis games that you could rent out at the library. So I remember renting the Super Nintendo once when I was a kid, and it was like the only time like I played a Super Nintendo. One of the few times I got to play a Super Nintendo as a kid, other than like at a handful of times at like a friend's house or something like that. And I remember playing I should probably like pay attention and actually play the game. But I remember playing that fly swatting game and getting really into it, and then like I didn't get to play Mario Paint again for probably 15 years until I got like my Super Nintendo. Ow. Messing it up. This is such a pretty song. And it's such a nice reprieve after the last level, the last two levels. I just want to have like a nice hot cup of cocoa and just relax by the fire to this song. Oh. I almost lost.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kira, don't give her your real name. She's already got your face. Nice. Nice Death Note reference. I imagine you've played Art Alive, which aged far worse. I haven't played that. There's a game that came out recently that is similar to Art Alive, but it's like, what the hell is that game called? Steel guitar or nylon strings? Ooh, yeah, steel is pretty dope. Yep, that's the end I was talking about. Yeah, great level. Like I was saying before, I almost died at the level. Just a nice little palate cleanser before the final act of the game. This game's got really good pacing. I love it. All right, now we get into the real shit. 2 really difficult levels and then 2 kind of, I guess, fairly easy. Not fairly easy. Decently difficult levels, but not too bad. The next 2 levels are by far the hardest part of the whole game, I would say.
What? Puma? Where's Puma? Puma! Puma! Puma, where'd you go? Why'd you leave me? What am I gonna do all by myself? Puma! Whoa! Oh no, not again!
I have you now, Gitaru Man.
Sir! Puma, what's
Oh,
happened?
that's
Where have you
okay.
gone?
We'll get out of this
So
mess.
lonely, Puma.
Probably.
We've been together so long. That's why I said I didn't want to come to this stupid place. What? It's moving. Oh. Ah! Whoa! Hey guys.
Skelly
any more
time.
skin on?
At last he's come.
Welcome to our planet, Gitaru Man.
Hey, it's you.
How does it feel to know you've been had?
We haven't
Zoe,
been yet.
I'm going to.
By the way, your friend has been waiting for you.
Puma! So you dog-napped him!
It was too easy. You're both such saps.
Gitaru Man, without this mutt, you can't fight.
You creep! Give Puma back to me!
Go, Sanbon Trio.
Sanbon Trio. Time to possibly get my ass kicked. Sans. Hey, is that Sans Undertale from the hit game Undertale? I like how they all have controllers for pelvises. Is that some subliminal messaging going on there? I think perhaps it is. What is this, a hat and tie? Is the dog even real?
What am I supposed to do, Puma?
Just dodge.
Just dodge, you won! Keep dodging!
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Help! Puma!
This reminds me so much of the elephant graveyard from the Lion King game. I'm okay with that.
Just pathetic.
And now it gets insane. Actually, no, right.
Sorry for the wait, you won.
Puma, guitar!
Is it weird to the skeletons look like they're slowly flossing? Flossing years before that was a popular thing to do. Uh-oh, uh-oh, I lost the rhythm. Oh, crap. Damn. Oh, God. Damn.
Go for their weak spots.
What weak spots?
Weak spots? Their weak spots are, I forget.
Oh, God. Thankfully, I have 1,000,000 health left. Dag. Oh.
You won. I'm sorry I worried you.
See some nice necromancer multi-classes in two-part, but this takes a case. Nice. Reminds me of that El Tigre villain.
You win.
If this is the final act of the game, you're right. Pretty short. Did PS2 discs have more storage than PS1? Yeah, they did. I'm guessing rhythm games are short because of how much music there is in them. Yeah, and I think they're kind of designed for replayability too. I think, you know, like even like the Guitar Hero games, like at least the first two are pretty short. Like, but they were kind of designed with the expectation that people are going to play them over and over and over again. And yeah, I think rhythm games just takes a lot of development time because you're basically developing, you know, a whole album of music or an album's worth of music in addition to a video game at the same time. That's like two separate projects, and then stitching them together and making it work. It's a lot of work. Yeah, we only got like basically 2 levels left. I mean, there's technically 3, but the last 2 levels kind of bleed together and they're pretty short each, so yeah, we might not get that far though, because this next level is the one that kicks my ass every single playthrough. So I'm gonna give it 2 tries. If I don't beat it after 2 attempts, then we're gonna hop to Mario Paint, because I don't want to waste your time, but doing that. Because yeah, I don't know what it is about this level. I've never seemed to been able to get it down, and you'll see.
Legend. We have been waiting for this moment for so long, and we are all so grateful.
Some of the guitar riffs hit differently.
Gosh.
We have been free.
Yeah, I mean,
But the
they're
real battle is just
abstractifying
beginning.
everything as
To
much as
save
they
this
can. There
world,
is
we must
a
get back
legendary
all the
mode that you
guitars
unlock
the
after
enemy
beating
has
the game that
taken.
adds
There are
more
just
notes
2
to
left. When
work
they're
with, but
all
I've never
collected,
actually played
great
it, so
power will shake the
I should do
sky.
that
You
sometime.
can't allow Zoe to possess that power.
I've played this game a lot.
Go now.
But considering I always struggle with this next level, it kind of makes me want to not try the harder difficulty, but, you know. I think what it is about this level, come to think of it, is I used to be like really into heavy metal, and this kind of like singing in like is kind of hit or miss. Like, very few people can pull off this operatic style well, and I don't think they quite do it very well in this. I think they're kind of taking the piss. Heard they finally invented optical discs that can finally hold 10 terabytes? Really? Damn. Just in time for Nobody Cares. I think everybody's pretty much moved on from physical media. I'm sure it'll find its uses, though. I'm already getting my ass kicked.
You won! Take the offensive!
Roger.
Well, so far so good. That's just nightmare fuel right there. Yeah, how am I supposed to play with that?
Guilty as a
Ah, crap.
Oh, God!
There's a very specific heavy metal band I'm thinking of that they're referencing. I think it's King Diamond is the name of the band. I hate King Diamond. Oh god. Crap, crap, crap. Oh god. This is where I always die. I remember now. Holy shit. Damn it. I almost got him. Damn it! Every playthrough. I thought I was gonna make it this time.
I've done it again.
Should have done a save state, but I didn't want to take my hands. I thought about it, but I didn't want to like mess up. Ah, all right, we're gonna try one more time. Yeah, I'll have to look into that 10 terabyte disc thing. I can't foresee, like, game companies going back to, like, actually putting the game on the disc, though. I think it's just too, I don't know, too cost-effective for everything to be digital nowadays.
Pull yourself together.
Which sucks, but I don't know. It is what it is. Oh, we're off to a great start.
You won. Take the offensive.
Roger.
This also might be the longest song in the game, too. Kinda don't like this level, to be honest. It's almost like this level comes out of nowhere, too. It doesn't seem to fit with the rest of the game, almost. Damn. Dodge time. Oh, damn. Damn. Ah. I need to chip my health down. I just know it. Oh. Oh, every freaking time. I don't think we're gonna make it. Nope. Alright, well, that's Guitar Man.
Mama, I've done it again.
What are you, Pee Wee Herman? Fuck off. You and your little bird on your shoulder I never noticed before. Alright, well, that's Guitar Man. Sorry we didn't make it quite to the end, but I always sucked at this level, so. Oh, yeah. Dang, imagine if Rammstein made a game like this. Ooh, what the hell? Oh, right, yeah. You already got the flamethrowers for it. Are these proprietary discs for a specific console or a computer, or do they function like normal CDRs? Not sure. I just hope consoles can use them so we can play games off the disc again. I don't want to keep uninstalling and reinstalling games. Yeah. I would also like that, but I don't think we're going back to those days, unfortunately. It would be nice, especially if we have the technology to do it now, but, you know, Especially since, like, what was that game that came out this week that flopped hardcore? Forspoken, which is apparently 150 gigabytes in size, and the game's not even finished, which is why it's kind of getting raked over the coals right now. Like, dang. The organ is ruining the organ is ruining this track a bit for me, Lamau. Yeah, that's his, like, guitar weapon too, is the organ. All right, we're gonna turn on Mario Paint for like 5 minutes, and then we're gonna play some Sonic Adventure. Super Nintendo, please. Oop, other way. Super Nintendo. Is it just called Mario Paint, or is it Super Mario Paint? I think it's just Mario Paint. Mario Paint. Let's see how it plays. I think you can use it with a controller, right? We'll find out. Talking about Rammstein, I realize more people outside of Germany listen to Rammstein. I used to listen to Rammstein a lot. I actually had a German foreign exchange student at my school that turned me on to Rammstein when I was in high school. And, like, right after she did that, like, Du Hast just fucking blew up as a song here. Oh, yeah, we can't play this without a mouse. I can't do anything. Well, there's Mario Paint. I guess there's a hair on my screen. There's a cat hair on my screen. It's distracting. Okay, there we go. Well, I guess we're done with that game. Let's play some Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast. I think I have that. Dreamcast. Oh yeah, we got some Sonic Adventure. We're just gonna play some Sonic stuff because I really don't care for anybody else's story, to be honest. Oh god, I forgot about Triple X, that movie. Wow, I completely forgot about that movie. You would need to switch the controller setting and most likely play with emulator setting. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I understand the lyrics. I think it's epic. Yeah, that's something I don't understand about Rammstein because I don't speak German. Despite the fact that about 99.9% of my DNA is German. Wouldn't that be awesome if, like, you had a certain percentage of foreign DNA, foreign to you DNA, and you just speak that language naturally? That'd be dope. One day we need to try getting Typing of the Dead on stream. One day. Yeah, that'd be fun too. This is such an awesome opening. I didn't get to play this game, and also, this is loud. Dang. I didn't get to play this game when it was new, but I imagine this freaking blew people's minds in 1999. And I don't care what anybody says about Crush 40. I love them. Yeah, I don't even have a keyboard and mouse hooked up to the Steam Deck. I only have the controller. What do you expect? It's a Sonic game. Of course it's loud. You're right. The audio mixing in Sonic games is always terrible. It's not like too loud for you guys, is it? I had to turn my my headphones down quite a bit because it was really freaking loud. This is actually a really good cutscene. Too bad the rest of them suck so much. Yeah. How to open a Sonic game 101. Exactly.
Select a memory
Yeah, the
card.
opening to Sonic Adventure 2 is pretty good too, but it not as good.
Select a file.
Let's do some
Select a
adventure.
character.
Let's play Sonic, because arguably his levels are the only good ones in the game. Knuckles and Tails are okay. I guess E102 is okay. And Amy and Big kind of suck. Big really sucks. I think Amy's levels could have been alright if they didn't have freaking one robot chasing you the whole freaking time. That ruined it for me. Sonic Adventure. Bring it on.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, I love that.
This is happening!
Mouth movement turned up to 1,000. Ooh, I love the artifact glitching on the eyes, too. The most old
What's
Sonic
up?
games, the audio mixing is truly of all time, but recent games do at least get better. God, Tikal, you're speaking... Oh, yes. Yeah, Tikal speaks really loudly. Ah. Hey, remember how we were talking about cutscenes vibrating the controller when you set them down? That just happened. I set it on my desk to crack my fingers, and then it just buzzed and almost fell off the desk. And it did it again.
Lock on target, men! Ready? Fire! Oh no! Our weapons are useless! Retreat! All personnel, fall back!
I always laugh at the fact that there's just 2 rings
Oh, yeah!
in the middle
This
of the
could be fun.
cutscene. Just getting in the way. Like, they could have moved the camera to a different angle so that wouldn't happen. But it is a nice touch that Sonic jumps onto them and you start with rings. It's a nice touch. Chouse. Chouse 0. Ring. The homing attack was such a necessary addition to this game. Like,
Hey,
imagine
I'll play
doing
with you
blah
some
blah
other
blah
time.
blah. How about Sonic just has a stroke every single time you beat a level in this game? Like, imagine going through this whole game and not having the homing attack. Like, I think that would have made
Come on, you
it
big
just
drip! Where you
tedious
going?
as all hell. Turn the game audio down. All right, I was wondering about that. Yes, I can, and I will. Okay, I turned it down about 7 dB. You guys let me know if that's too loud, too low. I can adjust the audio.
The god of destruction!
Did they record Eggman's lines in a cereal box on the other side of the country? Why the... What the hell? Why did his pupils clip through the eyes? This never happens on real hardware. Yeah, that's emulation for you, baby!
Huh?
Yeah, his eyes are glitching the fuck out. So's Tails' plane.
Tails? Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah!
Ah, the classic line. Ah!
Tails! Ah, what
Line
am I
delivery in
gonna
this
do
game
with
is
you?
some of the greatest of all-time greatest. I do quite love it. I still find it interesting that Sonic's run and walk animations of Sonic Adventure 1 are so much better than Sonic Adventure 2's. Yeah? I never really thought of it before, but you're right. I don't like the overworld stuff in this game. I think it was a neat idea to try, but I'm glad they didn't stick with it in Sonic Adventure 2. Level by level makes more sense for this kind of game, I think. Oh, also, this controls weirder than I'm used to. Emulation! Haha! And sorry to disappoint y'all, but I will not be breaking any speedrunning speedrunning records on stream today. I'm competent at this game at best. The way the dock, well, I don't know why I jumped over the thing, but the way the dock moves in that one segment back there is so impressive for the hardware. This and Sonic Adventure make me wish that Sonic Team would have just kept trying to iterate on this style of 3D Sonic instead of doing the, you know, whole generation of experimentation and then doing the whole boost thing and continuing to do the whole boost thing. That's just me, though. I feel like they got... I don't know, as much as I've shit on, like, 3D Sonic games in the past, I feel like Sonic's levels in Adventure 1 and Adventure 2 were so close to, like, translating the Sonic formula to 3D. And then I just don't feel like they've...
It will take you to panels 2.
I don't know, I feel like they've just gone in a million different directions since then. Because even to this day, this plays really well. I mean, it doesn't have, like, the same level of, like, branching paths and exploration that the classic games have, blah, 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 that the classic games have, but it's still quite good. I spin dash spam my way through these stages. Yeah, I think most speedrunners do. Or I guess most people probably do. I don't, I guess. It's too hard for me to control.
Hey, Sonic! Long time no see, huh?
A lot of the fan 3D Sonic games control way better than any official 3D Sonic game. Yeah, was that Sonic Utopia? I think it was. I played that demo. That felt really good. That's kind of what I was hoping Frontiers was going to end up being. It doesn't seem like that's the case, though.
A few bugs to iron out.
Why not just use my plane, the Tornado?
Thanks, but you gotta check out my newest power supply.
I love this first stage. The music and setting are great. The Orca makes no sense, but still. I mean, it's a nice set piece. Whoa, my eyes are freaking out, Tails.
Yep, I just happened to find one of the 7 emeralds during one of my test flights. This thing's got unlimited power, you know. So I figured, why not use it to
Most
power
3D
my
Sonic
plane?
games are disorienting, pathetic, embarrassing, atrocious, shameful, and disgusting.
Come over to my workshop,
Damn.
Sonic.
Some
I've got
hot
something
take
I've
right
gotta
there.
show you.
They should have just kept the iterating on the adventure formula. I mean, I agree, but it's fighting words for some people. I mean, on one hand, I do appreciate the, well, hello, bikini girl, just standing there, mindlessly looking at the sun. Is that what you're looking at? No, okay. I thought the sun was over here. Alright, and now we do the boring stuff until the next level. And getting caught on geometry. That's me. Hold up, now I think it's unfair to compare fan games with official stuff. Hear me out, the fans have more time on their hands than Sonic Team. Sonic Team gets paid to make stuff. I agree with you though, Fungi, because like the fans are in it to make a good Sonic game. Sonic Team is and has been in it to shit out something competent enough to pull the wool over everybody's eyes for another sale and start the Sonic cycle all up again. So I don't think Sonic Team and Sega are interested in making good Sonic games. They just want to make the bare minimum to keep the brand alive. I don't even think it's about the games, honestly. I think it's all about the... Is this where I go next? I think so. I gotta meet Tails here, right? Maybe I should have listened to him. I wasn't, though. My memory seems to... Yeah.
If it isn't Sonic!
Yeah, I remembered right.
Look, it's a giant talking egg.
But I mean, like, you know, a fan project made with love is pretty much by default going to be better than anything that a company that doesn't give a shit, like Sonic Team and Sega, is going to shit out. So, yes, absolutely.
You're always up to no good. Now what
So
do you
maybe
want?
it's not fair to compare the two, but I don't know. I have no love for Sonic Team or Sega, so I'll make that comparison.
Or else I'll take them from you by force, the hard way.
Anytime I hear Tails' theme in this game, I always mishear one of the verses as "Somebody kill me, somebody kill me." Yeah, I can hear it. Add to the list body parts that are obviously not connected to the main mesh of the model. Tails' tail bases just float over his butt. 2 stars though. Right? I found that out a couple years ago when I made that Adult Spyro Gaming Mysteries thing. Because originally I was gonna like, I dumped like Hunter.
All systems.
I dumped Hunter's 3D model from the PS1 copy of Spyro 2, and I put it in Blender, and I was gonna animate it, but the mesh was actually in 2 separate pieces, and I could not for the life of me get the 2 to connect and animate properly. I have no idea how they did that in Spyro 2, but it was really messing with me. And that's why I ended up doing the rotoscope thing with like from an actual like idle animation I ripped from the game, because that was the only way I could get it to work.
All systems, full power.
You know, you have an IQ of 300 supposedly. You think you'd learn not to do the same fucking move over again, but you know, I don't know. Oh,
Hey,
really?
I'll play with you some other time.
It's like, no, you can't hit him here. I think Sonic Team actually wants to aim for 100%. I see it a bit differently. You have passionate people that work under a company that mostly give tight development time. Yeah, I don't think I agree with that. I don't think Sonic Team is...
Oh no!
Because if that were the case, I feel like Sonic Team would know that and be able to make something like... I don't know. I feel like if it's been like that, then it's been like that for so long that Sonic Team should have had a win by now, but they haven't really had a win since like Sonic Adventure 2, at least not in my opinion. I really don't think there's any passion left at the company, and I kind of don't think there has been for a very long time. I think it's one of those companies that like they hire, I don't know, they hire people just to make stuff, and I feel like anybody that's truly passionate about Sonic that ends up working there is going to end up leaving because of what you said, of the tight deadlines and stuff like that. So maybe that's the case. Maybe it's not the case that people that go to Sonic Team don't give a shit. It's just the people that give a shit that end up at Sonic Team don't end up staying because they don't actually get to do what they want to do.
We can't let him get away with this, can we?
I don't know.
Without more emeralds,
Considering that like a good chunk of the quote-unquote talent at Sonic Team ended up going with like Yuji Naka to like work on, you know, like Rodea the Sky Soldier, I think that's the name of the game. I never played it. And Balan Wonderworld later on, and those games kind of turned out like trash, and you could say the same thing, like the publisher gave them tight deadlines and stuff like that, and I don't know. I don't feel like they were ever actually all that good, honestly. I feel like once they hit like the 3D era, it just became a bunch of old men unwilling to learn new tools and stuff, and that's just the impression I got. I have no evidence to back that up.
The train headed for Station Square.
The train headed for Station Square. Where's the hole in the wall? It's over here somewhere. Or does this go to... No, this goes to this windy thing over here, right?
Tails' workshop should be around here somewhere.
Yeah, I've been there. Oh, do I have to wait for like some event to like open up this thing? I don't remember where I take this. Sonic game developers never have enough time to make their games. Sonic team doesn't know the meaning of the word delay, and that kills the series. I mean, yeah, I think that's true, too. But I think that, I don't know, I think that if you know that... Wait, the windy thing's over on this side? I thought it was on the other side. What the frick? My memory is failing me. What? I could have sworn it was on the other side. Oh, God. Oh, God. Wow. My memories are faulty, apparently. Dang. Alright. Oop. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I was saying that I ran into a thing. I don't know, I feel like if it's been going on that long, you think somebody at Sonic Team would realize, okay, Sega's gonna fuck us. Why don't we, like, turn the scope of the game down and, you know, try to make a smaller scale game? I suppose you could make the argument Sega is demanding a certain size of game, but there's things you can do to, like, you know, streamline stuff. You can't tell me, granted, not every company is From Software, who manages to make like some of the biggest and most in-depth games around with a pretty small team of 300 people. So, I don't know. I see no evidence one way or the other, so this is all speculation on both sides of the argument. But I just get that feeling that, you know, the people making Sonic actually don't care all that much. I think it's just a job to them. That's kind of how I felt about, like, the people that made Ukulele. Like, Playtonic really seemed like it was a company that didn't actually want to make a Banjo-Kazooie type reboot. They just wanted to get their studio off the ground. And I think you could just tell by... And I think that's what I'm trying to say here. I'm fumbling over my words. I think a small game that doesn't have enough, or a big game that doesn't have enough time to it, you could still tell the level of heart in it. And I know this from like something like the recent Pokemon game, which is an absolute failure. But I think Game Freak, and I can kind of tell this from what they were trying to do, it leads me to believe Game Freak actually gives a shit that Nintendo is the problem. But I don't get that sense from Sonic Team. But again, all speculation. We're reusing Sonic 3D Blast music, and no one will notice. Right? This track's from Sonic 3D Blast, right? Yeah, this is the Emerald stage, I think. That was a common thing with games in this generation, to like reuse music from their 16-bit counterparts. Like, think of all the tracks in Metroid Prime 1 and 2 that were recycled from Super Metroid. Oh god, I don't like this. Ah. Wait, no, this isn't the Emerald stage. I don't remember. This is from Sonic 3D Blast. I know it is. Also, I don't know what's going on here. Let's just hit this. Yeah, Green Grove, thank you. I've always been terrible at placing music when I hear it out of context. I heard a track last night from a game, and I know it's from a game that I've played a shit ton, and I could not think of it. I still haven't thought of it, and now I don't even remember what the music sounds like. But it was bugging the shit out of me last night. I was watching this video, and somebody used it as background music.
Yes.
Just saying that Takashi Iizuka had to beg the company to delay Frontiers. He could have almost lost his job. Yeah, I suppose, but... And Frontiers is still very polarizing. Well, maybe that's why it, like, intrigued me. Like, again, haven't played it, but when I first... The footage of it leads me to believe that they were trying something new, and whether it succeeded or failed, I don't know, because I can't give my opinion on it without playing it, but it seems like they were trying something new there, and maybe it just, you know, fell off the rails because, you know, open world games are hard to make. Go figure.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
But I don't know. It's like the first game, though, that, like, has intrigued me since, like, honestly, since, like, Sonic 06, which was, like, the last one I was genuinely looking forward to, I think. And we all know how that turned out. I can never get over how they somehow over and under animated Sonic in cutscenes. He doesn't move his body, but when he talks, his eyes and quills and ears move so much. Yep.
It must get
Sonic.
pretty lonely here.
Yeah, it must be pretty lonely here. Sonic has been around for 30 years. I can see some developers getting sick of it, especially after so many terrible games. Well, the director of Sonic Frontiers listens and interacts with fans on Twitter, so this is where I get my stance from. That's fair. I mean, yeah, if you're following, you know, if you're following, I don't follow any developers, partially because I don't usually care what they have to say outside of, like, you know, their art, but also because, I don't know, as a critic, it feels weird to me when I'm, like, you know, defending what somebody says versus what they've done. So again, this is all from my, you know, my personal experience as a game critic, spending, you know, basically dedicating my life to the craft of, like, analyzing games and stuff, and I just have this sense that I've developed over time that I can tell when the developer's heart is in it or not, and I don't get that sense from hardly any Sonic games since, like, Sonic Adventure 2. They don't... It's a concept that's very abstract, but you can always feel it. Even if it's a bad game, I feel like you can tell if somebody cared about the project. That, you know, and I can tell that from, like, Balan Wonderworld, which, again, I'm even defending, like, former Sonic team people here by saying this, but I feel like Yuji Naka and his team genuinely wanted to make that game, and they genuinely had a lot of good ideas. They absolutely failed, but you could feel that passion shine through even though the game's awful. And I appreciate that, but I don't get that sense when I play, and maybe that's just because, you know, I'm too far removed from the Sonic fandom now. That could be. And also, I've come to really distrust what, you know, developers and talking heads say. Like, you know, I used to believe things that Miyamoto and other Nintendo execs said about their games, but I've kind of learned better over the years. Is there like a Chow egg? I don't actually remember where the next level is. I know I got this egg here, so I can steal this other thing, right? I don't know. Oh, is the casino level next? Okay, again, I swear that this shop was on this side of the street. Am I freaking going insane? Oh my god. I could have sworn it was on this side of the street. Jesus. I'm just gonna steal your golden egg, and you'll never know. Indiana Jones style. Let's go to the Chow Garden. Aha! Also, headcanon worked on the Sonic 3 version of Sonic Origins. You might think they had time to fix all the issues. They didn't. Yeah. And also, like, you know, Sega notoriously doesn't give a shit about Sonic 3, so they do the bare minimum with it. I'm surprised they even included it, to be honest. The music recycling is okay by me because there was usually a substantial fidelity upgrade given the use of CDs and not cards. Yeah, I'm not complaining about the music recycling thing, but it was a very common thing in this era. And I think that might be part of the reason. Where do I take this? I gotta go this way to the Chow Garden.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins.
There's a few other 3D Blast Genesis tracks remixed for Sonic Adventure 1, but the only other song I think of is the Panic Puppet, right? No, in 2006 probably. The new Sonic game is looking awesome. Wait, what's up with that redhead? You're not too far off. Yeah. I don't recall. I remember watching like oh, this is a casino. How do I get back to the freaking hotel? I hate Station Square. I hate the adventure parts of Adventure. Is it this way? No, where does this go? Heck, that's just a car comes out of the... Oh, it's right here. Yeah. Yeah. This is why I prefer Sonic Adventure 2. Just because I hate wandering around in between levels. Yeah, when Sonic 06 came out, I remember watching like
This is the Chow Garden. If you
the
bring the
Chow
eggs
Garden.
you find all
I just
over
want to
the
bring this
world,
egg here.
a Chow will be born.
We're not going to do any Chow stuff. It's kind of boring. I did really like the Chow stuff back in the day, but not so much anymore. But yeah, when Sonic 06 was out, I remember watching, like, you know, previews of it, trailers of it. I don't remember Elise ever showing up at any of that stuff. I just remember being dumbfounded when she appeared in the game. So yeah, it was a little weird. Call me if you need anything. By the way, did you see that girl who stands in front of the train station every day? She's waiting for her father. Isn't that sweet? Yeah. Ayo, the Blue Rat game. What's up, Stipke? I like your smiling friends avatar there, bud. Looking forward to some more smiling friends myself. I know we said this before, but Sonic Team trying to go open world was a big mistake, because making a good open world is really hard to do. I mean, Ubisoft doesn't know how to make a good one. True. I get you. I'm very careful to what to believe, because at the end of the day, not every fan request could get into the next Sonic game. Momentum might come, but not sure. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I think, oh, I don't have the thing yet. I think the main reason you need to take everything that developers say with a grain of salt is not because they're lying or, you know, but just because they live in a different world than their fans do. Is Twinkle Park next? I really don't know where to go. Where do I go? I thought the casino level was next. Maybe I need to go back to... Oh, do I fight Knuckles next? Is that what's going on? But, I don't know. Developers live in a different world, and they can only reveal so much. Like, I feel bad for, like, some developers, like, what was his name? The guy that was in charge of Hello Games that got, like, labeled as a liar because of No Man's Sky, and he wasn't lying. He was genuinely talking about features they were adding to the game, but they were features that never ended up in the final game. So people assumed that what he was talking about were, like, promises. No, it's not fighting Knuckles yet. Oh my god. I've played this game a lot. Not for a while, but you think I'd remember where to go. What if they made a Sonic game, but instead of just building momentum by running Sonic had to change gears like a stick shift car? That sounds weird, but I'm totally into it.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
Is that to tell me to go there? What's in here? Nothing. That egg I found, which took me to the valley. So I got the Chaos Emerald. And now I need to go somewhere else. But I wasn't paying attention. So. Next is Casinopolis. I thought so. So then the problem isn't that Casinopolis is closed, it's that I don't remember how to get to it. Okay. Also, I don't like this level. You're supposed to go to the casino, which is in an area by the hotel. That's what I thought. Isn't this the way to the casino? This isn't the way to the casino. Oh, it's through the hotel. Right. Thank you, everybody. This is my experience every time I play this game. Hotel. It's through this door. No. It's not through this door? What's this? What does this say? From now on, the casino is only open at night. Okay, so there's some event I need to do so to trigger night, correct? Oh, you know what? I bet I need to find that sewer entrance so I can get the light speed shoes or whatever they're called. Is that what's next? I bet that's what's next. Naive dev. I want to work for a big game company. Future dev. You chose poorly. Yes, that's what I need to do. There you go here. Okay. I vaguely remember what to do now. That's the exit. Maybe I don't go this way. Well, poop. Boing. Oh, yep, that was right. Okay. Yeah, you have to get light speed shoes. Yeah,
Now you've got light speed shoes. Press and hold the action button to
which
store up power.
functions so much better
Once
in
you
Sonic
have enough
Adventure 2
power,
than it does in
release
this.
the button and you can do the light speed dash.
You gotta
The
charge
light
it in
speed
this
dash
one.
lets you race toward rings at light speed. As long as there's a
I never
trail of
liked the
rings,
Chow
you can go
Garden
just
boring
about
it.
anywhere.
I liked it for the time, but yeah. Doing all that stuff once, I don't ever want to do it again. Ready?
Go!
There we go. I'll be honest, it's mostly hard to explain my standpoint on the Sonic series outside of the community. I've gotten used to it by now. That's fair. I mean, I was having a hard time explaining, like, you know, what I was talking about and my stance, so you're in good company. And I totally respect your opinion. And suddenly it's nighttime now. Sonic went down the drain, just like the quality of his games. Yeah. No, that's the wrong way. We don't want to go to the train station. We want to go to the casino. I got a conclusion for the topic before. If you haven't read it, oh yeah. I think I read it now. I think I'm caught. Oh, I missed Tanisha's. A good open world does one of two things, either small and detailed or big playground for a fun traversal system. Yeah, and a great open world has both of them. Elden Ring. Big, awesome traversal, excellent level design, highly detailed, filled with a billion things to do. It's beautiful. From Software or gods.
The train headed
All
for the
about it from
Mystic
Software.
Ruins will be departing soon.
I'll go to Casinopolis, which might be the worst Sonic level in the game. Wait, where's the... Oh, there we go. The casino's only open at night, but it's still not open.
Ready? Go!
There we go. Time to get a whole bunch of rings through gambling. I'm glad that we can talk about more controversial topics without misunderstanding each other. I'm glad too, Funky. That's why I like these streams, because, like, you guys are awesome. And we don't all agree on everything, but we always have a good discussion, and we always walk away learning awesome things. It's great. It's almost like that's a rarity on the internet or something. Alright. This is actually my least favorite one, but I'm hoping... Yeah, I was just gonna say, I like the Nights into Dreams reference, so we're gonna do it. Let's just tilt the shit out of this frickin' table. I'm willing to bet that I was far from the only one who was confused as hell as to who the hell Knights was when I first played this game. I had never heard of Nights into Dreams when I played this game. Hopefully we can go to the area of this where you can go through Spring Garden and actually see knights. Oh, and I never even realized they totally use the same font. Like, for where it said 2 pair, they totally use the same font that they use in Nights into Dreams in some spots. And there's another game that needs a proper sequel. That one on the Wii was alright. The Knights levels were pretty good. Ooh. Hell yeah! This is where I want to go. Ah, it's so pretty. Hello, Knights. What is this, Sonic into Dreams? When you play on whatever date in the Christmas Nights into Dreams thing? Nope, it's not. I know it doesn't like it, but the overworld in Breath of the Wild is good. Yep, there's another thing we can respectfully disagree on. Actually, you know, the level design in Breath of the Wild, I actually like. I just feel it's too empty. The actual physical design of the world is great. But I don't feel like they filled it with enough stuff to make it worth exploring. But again, that's just me. That's how I feel about the most recent Pokemon games too, is I really like the world design. The actual open world level design that Game Freak came up with on a structural level, it's very good. They didn't really fill it with anything to make it worthwhile. They did a much better job, or Breath of the Wild did a much better job for sure, but still. I don't know, I didn't end up making that. I might still end up making a video on the Pokemon games when the DLC comes out, which they haven't officially announced yet, but it sounds like it's in the works. Because, yeah, I actually have a lot more of a middle take on the recent Pokemon games than everybody else seemed to have. And one of it was just because the world design was really good, but the rest of the game was not very good. I don't know, I was talking with another subscriber earlier this week. He mentioned, like, every game is kind of like a roguelite or a open world game right now, or at least those are like the trendy things, and I totally agree. Ooh, the shower room. Let's go to the shower room. Tails, hey, let's go to the shower room there, buddy. Nope, yeah, apparently the shower room is too spicy for the Steam Deck because audio just took a shit. But anyway, we were talking about, like, you know, every game is like an open world game or a roguelike, and he was saying, like, how that kind of sucks because, you know, people aren't really developing, but I don't know, I kind of feel like, and after talking it through, I think we came to, like, some common ground here, but it seems like because open world games and roguelikes are so popular right now, developers are kind of really having to dig deep with them, and we're getting some really interesting open world games recently, and we're getting some really interesting roguelikes recently. Like, I've never liked roguelikes, but I played Cult of the Lamb when that came out, and I loved it. It was like the first roguelike that ever really, like, hooked me. Hey, more pinball. Sonic, Lee Hedgehog. Wouldn't it have been a dick move if they just made you play all of Sonic's Spinball in this to, like, progress the level? So I feel like the fact that, like, everybody's trying to make an open world game is kind of like forcing developers to experiment more. Oh, I got Final Eggman. Whatever that means. Metroidvania is also the other big popular thing right now. True. Very true. LSD Dream Emulator with the blue wrap. Ah, crap. I gotta take a water break here. It does appear to me that YouTube isn't Discord and Twitter. That's why. Yeah, YouTube's a lot kinder place than other parts of the internet. That's for sure. Bro, we have to play Knights at some point. It's one of my favorite games to replay. Yeah, I mean, we can turn it on. I played it a few weeks ago. I don't know if you must not have been on the stream when I played it, but we can always play it again. I do love me some Knights. I don't feel like we played very much of it, though, come to think of it. Why is that? Oh, it might have been Christmas Nights I played, come to think of it. I don't know if we actually played Nights into Dreams legitimately. I think we just played Christmas Nights, now that I think about it. Seeing footage of the second Nights games, I thought people were too harsh. Then I played it. It's hard to explain why it's bad, but it feels bad to move Knights. Yeah, I'm a little more positive on it. I feel that the Knights levels were... He controls weird, but once you get used to it, it's fine. And then I feel like the Knights levels are pretty good, actually, but everything else in the game sucks. The bosses suck. Playing as the children in a really shitty 3D platforming really sucks. The cutscenes are awful. The voice acting's awful. The story's awful. Everything about that game except Knights' levels is just awful, so it's hard for me to call it a good game. Even though it certainly has some redeeming qualities. I learned from Near Replicant, even if the world itself is empty, good music can help a lot. Breath of the Wild has too many atmospheric piano tracks. Yeah. Although I do like a lot of those atmospheric piano tracks, but they're not... I get what you're saying. They're not really good at getting you pumped for the game. Unlike Pizza Tower, which has a banger of a soundtrack, because that game's so similar to Breath of the Wild. Seriously, play Pizza Tower. In fact, what time is it? Maybe we should play Pizza Tower on stream. Even though it's not technically a retro game, but, you know, why not? It would be worse if it was the 8-bit version of Spinball. Ugh. Oh, right, yeah, on the Game Gear. Oh, yeah, that version's trash. I hate this level so much. Where's the... I don't even know how many rings I need to get this stupid emerald. First level. Where's the vault? What do you need, like 1,000 rings or something? I do like that this thing just grabs Sonic and shakes the rings right out of him. I have that many. I get the emerald now. I hate this level. Alright. I'd be honest, I prefer games that are built like it could be sightseeing attractions with stuff on it rather than having big worlds. Yeah, I really like small, detailed worlds, preferably. Okay. What's next? Slots? I don't know. What's the best way to make rings in this level and get it over? What do the speedrunners do in this level? I imagine this is a nightmare level for speedrunning. Or maybe they just find that one spot in the level where it's like, that one spot in the level... Oh, Shining K. That one spot in the level where you can, like, go into the sewer of the casino or whatever it is. And maybe you can get enough rings down there or something. Yeah, I've never liked this level. Boing. Oh, crap. Whee! I mean, this level's got some really nice presentation. I don't remember that spot at all, dang. casino level in Sonic's worse than Sonic Adventure 1, but still better than any of Big the Cat's levels. Yeah, you're not wrong. Crap. Most speedrunners clip through the level and be done with it. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Right. Yeah, they probably just clip through and grab the emerald and don't have to think about it at all. Alright. It must be like 500 rings you need. That was weird. Tails like popped into existence right when I hit that thing and it looked like he popped out of the slot machine. Boo boo ba doo ba doo boo boo ba doo ba doo boo. I wish I could just like what's that say about a level when like you wish that you could just keep hitting this thing and just collecting like a small amount of rings until you have enough that like play the level legitimately? I guess card and pinball, fine. Catch up on the chat here, jeez. My friend showed me LSD Dream Emulator in college. I did not like it. I'll never know why I got to day 220 in that game. Really? Dang. You got a lot more patience for that game than I do. I actually like Nights more than every Sonic game. Ooh. I mean, if Sonic 3 didn't exist, I would absolutely agree with you. But, yeah, I really like Sonic 3. I genuinely think that's a great game. But, yeah, if it weren't for that, absolutely. I would think Nights is better than every other every Sonic game. I haven't played Journey of Dreams, but damn, 2 games. I'm dying for a new Nights game, or how about indie developers doing a spiritual successor? That'd be nice, too. Scrooge McSonic. Nice. It's 400 in total. Oh, we're almost there then. Nice. Sonic's casino stages are always visually pleasing, but suck a lot. Yeah. It's faster if you just go to the sewer and grab most ring boxes there. Sounds about right. I don't actually remember how to get to the sewer, to be honest. That's okay. We're almost done with it. What time is it? We probably... Did we have another game we were going to play after this, or was this the last request? I don't remember. Boing. I'm tempted to turn on Pizza Tower just to show you guys if you're not familiar with it, because I very, very much like that game. And it doesn't seem to be getting enough press right now. Not that my small-ass channel is going to do it any favors, but... Alright, where's the... Where's the vault? What do we have, like 286 last time? We might have enough. Jing! Is that enough? I think that's enough. Thank God. We can do Pizza Tower or Nights. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, not bad.
Let's save Nights for a different stream so we can play. We could probably play through it then, because it's a short game. Let's do one more level in Sonic though, because we got time, and then we'll turn on some Pizza Tower. That's what I say. We do Nights. How about we start with Nights next week, and then we'll. Also, are there some more PS2 games you guys want? I can put some more PS2 games on for next week. I did, I put Jak and Daxter and Silent Hill 2 on here as well, which we didn't get around to, but that's okay. We'll play them in the future. Pizza time. Fair enough. All right, let me write down Nights. We're going to start with Nights next week. Remind me if I lose my Post-it note. I might forget.
Oh, man.
Nights.
What happened to that emerald we just had?
I guess Eggman's got
the sewer can be accessed when you fall through the pinball under 100 rings. Ah, right. You go to the gunner.
R1, and that's not good.
I'll take Casinopolis over Eggman Airship Stage in Sonic Story any day. I forgot the name at the moment. And, oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot about that level. No, I'd still rather play that level, come to think of it. But yeah, that one's not good either.
Will be departing soon.
Also, I wasn't listening to the cutscene, don't know where to go. My gut's telling me to go back this way. We're gonna do one more Sonic level. How about the licensed PS2 platformer Tak? Yes, let's do that. I've never played that game. Ryan played it a lot when we were younger, but I never played it. So we're gonna do Nights next week, and I'm gonna write down Tak and the power of Juju. Tak. You got Gungrave, could probably finish that game in stream. It's 40 minutes or an hour. Let's put on Gungrave. I don't have it, but I could get it. We could get it.
Better get going.
I mean, if it's not on modern hardware, I kind of, you know, don't care if I have to pirate it. If developers are actively maintaining their games, I will not pirate their stuff out of morally speaking. I will not pirate it. However, if you're not re-releasing your games or, you know, making them easy to play, or preserving them for future generations, you're cancer on the artistic medium of video games, and you deserve to have your shit pirated. That's my stance, anyway. Where are we going now? Another game. Alien on Atari 2600. Ugh. God, I can... Considering Alien is my favorite movie ever made, I kind of don't want to play that, but... where do I go? Red Mountain is the best level, though. Yeah, we gotta play Red Mountain's next, right? Ah, right. This is why I was thinking that there was something over here, because there is something over here. Okay, my memories weren't totally wrong. Wait, isn't the ice level next? No, it's not. And this doesn't go to Red Mountain, or does it? No, this goes to that thing. How the fuck do I get to Red Mountain? Oh, Ice Cap is next. Oh, okay. I like that level. Alien is a good choice as a fave movie. How do you feel about Aliens and how it differs? I like Aliens, not nearly as much as I like Alien, though. To me, Alien is the greatest movie ever made. Aliens is just a really good action movie. Which makes it sound like I don't like it, but I do really like Aliens, but it just can't hold a candle to Alien for me. And then ask me about the rest of the series, it's trash. They're all trash. Alien 3's okay, I guess. Let's go to the... What's in here? I forgot what's in here. This goes to a Chow Garden, right? No, this goes to... Wait, yeah, that goes to the Eggman Chow Garden thing. Camera turn. Ooh, where's this go? I don't remember where this goes. Capcom really did good with preserving most Mega Man games. Oh, this goes to the Chow Garden. Oh, okay. Never mind. How saving? Oh, I thought the game froze. Yeah, yeah. You know, Capcom has done a really good job of preserving at least the main Mega Man games, Classic and the X series. Not so great about the side games, and not so great about like the Legends series. Definitely not good about the Legends series, but yeah, overall, not bad. Certainly better than most other developers out there. When it comes to, ooh, what do you have to say, mysterious man? Nothing, because I just killed you with my spin dash. Sorry about that. Where the fuck do I go? How do I get to... Where's the key for the ice? Is it back in Station Square? Because that would be stupid. Don't you need the ice key that show in the alley in town? Oh, they did show that in the cutscene, and I saw that. Thank you, Jimmel. saying it all kind, like,
be
well,
departing
don't you
soon.
need to get that thing when really you and everybody else is thinking, hey, dipshit, go back to the station square. You guys are so nice to me. Hey, dipshit, go grab that fucking thing they showed in the cutscene. Right. It's over here. I don't know what it... I've always had this trouble with this game. I think... I just don't think my brain is wired for
will be departing soon.
this. Maybe it's just because I don't care enough about the story, so every time there's a cutscene, I tune out, and that's when they tell you where to go and what to do. No, you forgot the ice key. Thank you. Yep, sure did. Alright. No, camera. Camera turn. Thank you. Boing. I have a pirated copy of Tak 2 as a kid, or... Oh, as a kid. Can't finish it because the game goes black after finishing one stage. And I know it's not the end of it because it's on the 3rd stage. Nice. What do you think of Alien 3 on the Genesis? Not bad, actually. I quite like that game. Mostly because of the music. Music in that game is a banger. Yeah, and I feel like the Alien 3 movie is... It's got its moments, but overall it's pretty trash. And from the sound of it, that was mostly studio interference. And then Alien Resurrection is... I know people like that game, or like that movie, but... Or some people like that movie, but... I don't know. I liked it when I was a kid, because it was more alien, but it's pretty bad. I kind of like the fact that this level slows down a bit, at least at first, with some, like, Mario 64 platforming. It's kind of a nice change of pace. And I like that you're, like, climbing up the mountain here, so you can snowboard back down it later on, or snowboard down it later on. Pretty nice ice level. Well, I could have done the Lightspeed shoe thing there, but I didn't. I'm the first one that forgot something I read 5 minutes ago and need to talk to NPC a second time. Yeah, that's kind of me all the time. I don't know, I think developers, like, that's having, like, a crucial information show up in, crucial gameplay information show up in cutscenes is assuming that most players care about their cutscenes, which, depending on the game, might be true, but, you know, if the cutscenes are well done, sure, but, I don't know, I feel like, probably not most players, but I feel like a lot of players tune out when cutscenes, like, last more than a minute, or more than, like, in my case, more than, like, 20 seconds, I start tuning out. Unless they're really entertaining cutscenes. Boing. Check out the Alien 3 director's cut. It's by all accounts much better. I watched it. I don't think it's much better. I don't actually think it's better. It's different. I don't really remember what they changed, but I don't really think it's any better. It's still, I don't know. If you polish a turd, it's still a turd. Sort of thing. I don't hate that movie. I give it a pass. Alien 3 gets a pass from me. That said, there's the director's cut. What the fuck? Grab onto the icicle. Okay, that's not what that's for, apparently. There's apparently the director's cut, which I have seen, and then there's something called the assembly cut, which is, there we go, that's what I want to do. Which is a fan edit that's supposedly better. But again, I don't know how much you can polish that turd, to be honest, but I haven't seen it, so. Unless that's what you're talking about. Maybe that's what you're talking about. Supposedly the Hobbit movies have like a really well done fan edit too that edits all 3 extremely loaded movies into one movie and takes out like Legolas and other unnecessary shit from The Hobbit. I'd like to watch that sometime because I quite like The Hobbit as a story, and it's a shame that those movies suck. Ah! Yeah, I talked about a funny tutorial skipper, just saying. Oh, I'll come back to it. Wow, this is like the exact same thing as like running from that truck in Sonic Adventure 2. Weird. Yeah, I'm thinking for the most part, Sonic's levels are better in this game, aren't they? I never really thought of that before, other than the casino level and that one Eggman airship level. Ooh, although, I don't know, Sonic Adventure 2's got Green Forest and Metal Harbor and Final Rush. Those are some pretty badass levels. Those are probably the best 3D Sonic levels ever made. Snowboarding. Now, I was going to do some sick tricks off that ramp, but I fucked it up. Okay. Says that every time, doesn't he? Nope. Maybe if I would have had more speed. Oh shit. Yes. I like how all the emeralds are just kind of sitting around chilling in this game. This isn't so bad, actually. I only despise people who ask for help and when a tutorial pops up, they skip it and blame the game. No, yeah, I fully admit it's my fault that I overlook stuff most of the time. All right, well, that's Sonic Adventure. We might play some more of that in the future. Let's do a quit ski here. Or not. And then we're going to check out some Pizza Tower. Hey, what's up, Wackos? Look at all that fresh powder. Hey, dude, hope you're doing well currently at work, but looking forward to catching the stream later. Nice. Thanks for popping in when you should be working. It's more important, isn't it? Haha. All right, we're going to pop out and play a not retro game, but a retro-styled game. So let's pop out, which I think is the first time we've ever played anything from my Steam library on chat. Here's the games I've recently been playing. Sekiro, Hi-Fi Rush, Pizza Tower, Dark Souls 2. I played through twice in a row because I'm insane. I love Dark Souls 2. Let's play some Pizza Tower. The 90s were weird targeting MA-15 plus movies to kids. I feel like they still kind of do that, but yeah. It does kind of seem like, you know, like Quentin Tarantino movies get marketed to like kids that are technically too young to watch them. Oh, I gotta turn the audio back up a bit because Sonic was too loud. That should be about right. That might be a little loud, actually. Let me know if the audio's too loud. I just turned it up a little bit. Sometimes you work and it takes ages for any customers to come. The animation in this is so good. I just beat this game yesterday and I already want to play through it a second time. It's great. I think many might disagree, but Crash 2 is the best 3D platformer from the 90s in my book. I haven't played enough to comment on that. I've only ever really played the first Crash game. But I have played a little bit of Crash 2, but not enough to say if I can justify it being the best. Alright, I'll just start a new file here. Charming intro. If you're gonna watch The Hobbit in movie form, why not watch the animated one? Oh, I have, and I love the animated Hobbit movie. So great. So this is Pizza Tower, game I quite like. Very fast-paced. Do I have to play the tutorial again, though? Looks like it. Okay. That's okay. I can just run through. Pizza pie. I believe this was a game that was like kickstarted a few years ago, and it's been in development for some time. And it finally came out, and like nobody's talking about it, and that makes me sad because it is probably going to be in my top 10 or top 5 games this year, unless we have a really good year for games. Oop, I need to do one of these. Kinda sucks they make you play the tutorial every time, but at least I don't have to read it because I know what I'm doing now. Oop. This looks visually appealing. I saw some fan art on Twitter, I think. Nice. Yeah, it's... The best way I can describe it is it's like you're playing an episode of, like, Ren and Stimpy or Rocko's Modern Life on crack. Like, this is, like, even more crazy than those games. Or those shows. Oop, I need to do that super jump again. So yes, early in the year, but so far this is my game of the year. This tutorial isn't doing it justice yet. Oh, I need, alright, you need to throw things. Boop. We'll play a real level here in a second. And then after you get to the end of the level, you have to run back through the whole thing on a time limit, and it's really crazy. But they also like change up the level design a little bit. Hey, what's up, Romello? How you doing this week? This looks like a Newgrounds game from the 2000s, but modernized. Yeah, not a bad way to put it. Oh, it's like Wario Land. The protagonist dashing immediately makes me think of that. Yeah, I've never actually played any of the Wario Land games, but I have. You're not the first person I've heard say that. We're gonna pass that up. I don't need to do that. All right, this is the first real level. It's just got a really nice presentation too. Turn the audio up here a bit. I've been seeing a lot of this game on Twitter. Oh, good. I'm glad it's like getting some traction somewhere, because it doesn't seem like anybody's talking about this on YouTube right now. Never thought MS Paint would be an aesthetic, but I would like, but I love this already. Nice. This gives me Sonic and Wario vibes. Yeah. Apparently Wario Land was a big inspiration for this. I hadn't thought of that, but... Oop. But basically, that's like, you're just running through, and I'm not doing very well, actually. It's nice when a Kickstarter game actually turns out better than people, you know, imagine, because it seems like a lot of Kickstarter games are disappointing, but this one seems to have blown everybody's expectations out of the water, at least in terms of Kickstarter backers. I don't think I can go down here yet. Nope, I can't. And now I'm a fat dude in armor. The animation on the character. The animation on the character really makes it feel totally alive. Yeah. Yeah, we probably won't get to any bosses by the time the stream ends, but the bosses are animated like so well too. Pretty much everything is animated well in this game. And then when you're in a suit of armor and you go down a slope, you like just start sliding. And I actually need to jump over that guy. Yeah, this is one of those games that like not only looks great, but it actually plays great too, because it seems like a lot of games that have really good animation oftentimes are a little bit sluggish to play, but these controls are butta. They're butta, I say. This is very Wario, even going back to the start from Wario Land. Oh, is from Wario Land Shake It. Huh, really? I guess I'll have to play the Wario Land games, because I really like this. Whenever I see a hand-drawn animation, I want to see more. Yes. I'll just go for a slide in my heavy-ass armor. What's the name of this again? I'm gonna wishlist this. This is Pizza Tower. I believe the name of the development company is Tour to Pizza. I believe this is their first game. It gets pretty freaking difficult towards the end, but never bullshitty amounts of difficult. The animation of the lighting after the sword gets pulled out reminds me of something. Oh, it reminds me of the box art for Ghouls and Ghosts on Genesis. Oh, you know what? I totally see it. That's probably what they're going for. All right, I need to do this to slide into the rat. There we go. Yeah, Wario Land games are good. The best game on the Virtual Boy is probably Wario Land 4. Or maybe, wait, there were that many Wario Land games on Virtual Boy? I thought only the first one was on Virtual Boy. Or do you mean Game Boy? Yeah, the music slaps too. Yeah, this is one of the weaker tracks, actually. Like, the track that plays when you're running, like, we'll get to hear it after I get towards the end of this level, but the track that plays when you're running out of the level after completing it is like the banger to end all bangers. Oh yeah, then each level has like this dude here, and then there's like a hidden door that only he can open that has like hidden treasure in it, but not Buster's hidden treasure on the Genesis. I want to see a video game that has a stop motion animation style like Clay Fighter but more fluent. I know of a game called Neverhood. Not Neverhood. No. Wait, there's Neverhood and there's Everhood. Neverhood is the game I'm thinking of. Neverhood is a game on PC. It's a point-and-click adventure game, and everything is literally stop motion, and they actually, like, took pictures of stuff. How the fuck do I get out of... Oh, I need to go through here. Right. Oh, it's pizza time. Yeah, this track is the banger of the game, in my opinion. Oh, I need to go this way. And normally I don't like it when like levels give you a time limit, but there's something so like thrilling about this game doing it. Oh, and I fucked up right there. No, that's not what I want to do. Damn it. I'm trying to get to the hidden door of this level, but I'm trying to do the super jump, which is up. Maybe I can go... Oh, never mind. I'm doing stupid. That's why. Okay. Just watch me die a million times is fine. Trying to get to this frickin' door up here so I can get this treasure. Alright, now if I didn't waste all my time, we can complete the level. Oh, we're cutting it close, because I spent way too much time dicking around. I actually don't know what happens when you run out of time, because I didn't run out of time in any level in my first playthrough. And not this time either. Very nice. 3 games on Game Boy, 1 on Virtual Boy, 1 on GBA, and 1 on DS and on the Wii, I think. Wario Land on the Virtual Boy is actually the second Wario Land game? Oh, well, I didn't know that. I thought it was the first one. Wasn't sure if it had similar vibes like Hilda or Gravity Falls, but after watching it, it kind of did it for me. Oh, I missed something there. Ah, yes. Hylix as well. That was another game I was going to say. I don't think that was actual stop motion, though, was it? That was all done in Blender. Neverhood, the game I was thinking of, like, they actually did, like, stop motion animation and exported all the images to the game. It looks amazing, and it plays very well, and I think, like, a point-and-click game works really well for that. I have wanted to check out the Hylix games because they look insane, but... In fact, I wanted to make a fighting game that blends all styles of animation like CG, stop motion, and hand drawn, but it didn't work out. I want to get back to it one day. Ooh, yes, please do. That sounds great. I haven't watched Hilda yet, but I would like to. Again, don't watch a lot of TV, but if I do ever find a chance to watch some TV, Hilda is one of the things I wanted to check out. Oh yeah, let's play this level. I'll probably do another level of Pizza Tower here, and then looks like we might have some time for like one more game. Anybody got a suggestion? Oh yeah, we were gonna do Alien on the Atari 2600. That's right, we'll do that. We'll do that after another level of Pizza Tower. I want to see how bad it is. Is it bad or is it actually good? I don't have high hopes for it. There we go. Secret stage. Well, dang. I didn't realize the Wario games were like this at all. Like, I don't know. I played one of them on whichever one. I played one of the Game Boy ones, and I didn't actually care for it. But that was years ago, so I don't know. Maybe this is just my style of game now. Fungi and I were talking about Owl House. Have you seen it or Hilda? No, I haven't seen Hilda or Owl House. Both of them look really good, though. Owl House I was actually gonna watch, but then I realized that the series is still running, and I didn't want to get invested, and so I'm gonna wait until the series is done before I watch it. I think Hilda's done, though, right? But I don't know. I love the animation on those guys with the rapiers. To describe Alien on Atari 2600, have you ever played this game called Pac-Man? Because it's pretty much that. Okay. Pac-Man. See, I don't know if I've ever heard of this game. Pac-Man. I've played Taxman on the Apple II. Is it like Taxman on the Apple II? Or, oop, I fucked up again. Or Mousetrap on the ColecoVision. Or any other Pac-Man clone out there. Oh, is that what they call them? Pac-Man clones? Ow. Oh yeah, they're sneaky here with the secret. You gotta do a super jump. Not there, though. Why is my super jump not activating? There we go. That works. Oh. Hey, what's up, Owen? Pizza Tower. Yeah, we're playing some. Have you played Pizza Tower, Owen? Because I quite like it. The fact that Pizza Tower has a ranking system makes it more attractive for me as someone who loves replayability. I think you'd really like this one then, Fungi. Because, yeah. Like I said, I just beat it yesterday, and I already wanted to play it so much that we're playing it on stream right now, basically. And yeah, it's great for replayability. The scoring system, normally I don't care about the score, but it does it really well, and it's actually tied into like the progression of the game a little bit. Not too much, but basically the better you do, the more levels you unlock later on, and you have to have a certain level of competency to unlock like the later levels, which isn't too bad. Speaking of old-looking games, who played at Streets of Fury? Uses pre-rendered sprites of real people. Looks terrible. I love it. I've never heard of Streets of Fury. I played a game on the Saturn. I think it was like Monster Bash or something like that. It was the same thing. It was a bunch of people in Halloween costumes that were like digitized sprites. It looked awful, but I loved it. Hilda will get a third and final season. It has 2 and a movie so far. One of the few great Netflix exclusives. And if you were to play a Wario game, play Shake It on the Wii. Oh. they drew every individual sprite animation for Wario, thousands of them. Beautiful game. Yeah, you're not selling me with the whole Shake It Wii thing. Ugh. I don't know if like, do you literally shake the Wiimote like for the majority of the game? Because that sounds horrible to play. I'm sure it looks beautiful, but I don't know. You all know how I feel about the Wii. So anything on the Wii is a really hard sell for me. Yeah, I just kind of can't get over, like, how great the animation is in this game, and, like, some of the bosses are just so crazy. Especially some of the later stuff. Oop. And I like having to, like, build up momentum. Like, 2D Sonic games could learn a lot from this game, I feel like. It's pizza time. I always like the game where you could just like feel the energy radiating off of it, and this is definitely one of those. Oop. Oh, I got an evil combo. Damn. Oh, I messed up. I messed up. Go back. I mean, that works too, I guess. Also, you might have noticed this game doesn't have a health bar, which I think is a great design choice. You can't actually die in the levels. Maybe if you run out of time. I don't know. Again, I haven't found out about the time thing yet. You have a health bar during bosses, but not during the main levels. And that's great, because you don't really need it. I think it would a great choice to like take the health bar out for the main levels. I wanted to get that. Well, I guess we'll go back and get him. And there we go. Man, this game's moved faster than a barefoot jackrabbit on a hot, greasy griddle in the middle of August. Yeah, and you think it would be hard to control because of that, but it actually controls so frickin' well. Granted, I've already beaten the game, and I've got it down pretty good, but even on my first playthrough, I thought it was pretty smooth to play. Ooh, I got enough money to fight a boss. Let's fight a boss before we do Alien. Yeah, if you earn enough money while playing, you can buy a boss gate from this greasy chap here, and just that animation is so great. Alright, we'll fight the first boss. Which, that's not creepy at all, right? I'm gonna get some water here before we fight him. Not even Mario Galaxy? No, I don't like Mario Galaxy all that much. I have this stupid overpriced Super Mario 3D All-Stars, which I should not have bought because that's such a ripoff, but I did. And I've been meaning to replay Super Mario Galaxy on that. But now I might just, you know, download it and put it on my Steam Deck instead. I just don't like the Wii. Mostly because of the controller. It's so uncomfortable for me to play Wii games. It hurts my arms, it hurts my shoulders, it hurts my neck. It's really hard to get into a game when you're, you know, physically uncomfortable. And I know not everybody's like that, but I am. Actually, it's mostly my wrist, like having to like keep the Wiimote pointed at the screen just kind of sucks. I think for a more common comparison, it's like Casey Munchkin. Ah, yes, good old Casey Munchkin. Or Jawbreaker. Jawbreaker was another one that Pac-Man totally ripped off. Might want to watch Owl House now. It has 2 proper seasons, but the third is being separated into 3 40-minute specials. The 3rd special is coming out soon. Really? Interesting. 3rd special should come out by the time you finish the rest if you don't binge it and take your time. Oh, I'm not a binger. If I started watching the Owl House now at the rate that I watch TV, which is like like an episode a week sometimes, yeah, maybe by next year I'll be done. I don't watch TV hardly ever. Shame it's getting canceled because it was because it was to the G word. Wait, what? Because it was to the G word for Disney's image? Oh, it was too gay for Disney. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, well, fuck Disney. So, yeah, the problem with most of the Wii games is that some features are linked to motion and does not need it. Should be a simple button with emulation. You can correct that by assigning a shake to a button, which is really nice. Mario Galaxy 2 is one of my favorite 3D Mario games. That's the only 3D Mario game I've never played. Well, I played it, but not much of it. But I've never really played it. I don't know, I couldn't get into it, but I think it was because when it came out, I had just finished playing the first one, so I like totally didn't want any more Mario Galaxy. This chef runs so fast he makes Flash, Roadrunner, Sonic, Lightning McQueen, Speedy Gonzales look like they're in slow motion. Yep, pretty much. All right, let's fight a boss. Peppino versus Pepperman. Oop, I messed it up already. It's totally like the old school style of boss battle where you can only hit the boss at certain moments during their attacks, like when they're glowing like that. But I don't know, it works really well in this game because it's so fast paced. Oh crap, he says as he takes a hit. Damn it. He's kind of hard to hit like that. There we go. Ow. And you think that the boss is over, but no, now it gets crazy. Yeah, I jumped into that thing. Damn it! Ow. I love how just random shit just, like, comes at you from every direction. Now. Damn. Ow. There we go. Except he's still not dead. Oh, shit. Man, I had a much easier time grabbing him my first playthrough. What the hell? Yeah, every boss has like a twist at the very end that you have to deal with. Alright, that's a couple levels of Pizza Tower and the first boss of Pizza Tower. Great game. Highly recommend it. I might review it. We'll see. We'll play some Alien on the 2600 before we call it a stream. That was bad. It's fine. Yeah, this is the only time you have a health bar is during boss battles. Otherwise, you can just tank hits all damn day. I think it's really funny. So, like, every 10 hits you take, a message pops up say, you hurt Peppino 10 times, or you hurt Peppino 20 times. And then later in the game, like, somebody says, like, if you hurt Peppino more than 10 times, you could go straight to hell. It's quite charming. And the transition to the next floor of the titular Pizza Tower is quite enjoyable. But we're gonna play some 2600 Alien. I like to think this game is a prequel to Bob's Burgers, Jimmy Pesto before he settled down. Nice. I get Boogerman vibes occasionally. There's a couple like things in the game that remind me of Boogerman. Not gameplay-wise, but more just like aesthetically speaking. I don't know. I kind of feel like the developers were fans of Boogerman. Which would be funny because nobody but me seems to be a fan of Boogerman. What am I looking for again? Atari 2600. 2600. I probably went past it. There it is. Alien. Wow, that is just straight up Pac-Man. You ain't kidding. If you want to bring back an old channel meme, this game looks like the devs were on some serious acid cocaine. Yes, classic channel meme. Good old acid cocaine. So who am I playing as here? Is this like the moment in the movie where Dallas is crawling through the vents? Like what's the inspiration for this game? Ooh, what's this? It is the moment in the movie where you're playing as Dallas through the vents because he has a freaking flamethrower that doesn't work. Oh, that's right, because it's only to... In the movie, it's only to scare the alien away, which totally doesn't work. But wow, it even sounds like Pac-Man. I gotta say, this is probably better than the 2600 version of Pac-Man. Actually, this is better than the 2600 version of Pac-Man because that's pretty bad. It's a really bad port. Oh. You just can't do anything with the aliens, though, it seems. Oh, that's horrifying. Oh, now it's Frogger. Kind of. Or Crossy Road. Yep, it's Pac-Man. I guess it's not bad. It has nothing to do with Alien, but it's not bad. As far as Pac-Man clones go, I've certainly played worse. I like how they didn't even try to make the aliens look like xenomorphs, though. It makes me wonder if this was like a different game originally and they just slapped Alien on it at the last minute. Ah, yes. This part sucks. Oh, yeah. Should I wait for a Steam sale for Pizza Tower? What is it? It's pretty cheap, isn't it? It was like $15. I think you should just buy it. I think it's worth it. Especially if you're looking for a game with a lot of replayability. I think that's one. If you're into that kind of game fungi, which it sounds like you are, I think it's worth the money. And I don't think it was all that expensive. I'm pretty sure it was like $15, $20. All right, well, that's Atari 2600 Alien, you know, so there's that. Oh. Oh, what do we got? Hold up, it's 1950 euro, and I wanted to buy Hi-Fi Rush. Oh, yeah, like, so that's... Actually, I don't know what that translates to. I thought it was like $20 US, which is... I don't know what that translates to. The euro is worth more than the US dollar, so it must be $15 American, would be my guess. I'm a fan of Booger Man, thanks to you. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you like Booger Man now. I personally like Pizza Tower a lot more than Hi-Fi Rush. Like I was saying earlier in the stream, Hi-Fi Rush is really charming. But the gameplay has yet to convince me that, you know, it's anything really special. It seems like a decent... After playing through all of Chapter 1, my take on it is it's a good game with excellent presentation, but it doesn't really seem like it's doing anything too new. They kind of really make it seem like the whole rhythm aspect makes the combat much different from your typical like hack and slash game, but it really doesn't, at least in my opinion. You can kind of still get by even if without like, while ignoring the rhythm aspect. You just kind of get a damage multiplier if you're hitting all your stuff on the beat. So I don't know. Again, it's not really my kind of game though, so maybe that's just me, but the music is absolutely a banger. The graphics are absolutely wonderful. The characters and the story seem to be really wonderful. It's got too many cutscenes for my taste, but the cutscenes are very enjoyable. And I still want to play more, so yeah. But Pizza Tower was great from start to finish. Booger Man is gross, lol. Love the Pac-Man mouths on the aliens. Yep, definitely. This definitely wasn't an elaborate ruse to make you play Pac-Man, I swear. And you did a good job if that was. I mean, yeah. If you would have said Atari 2600 Pac-Man, I probably would have begrudgingly played it, because that is a really bad version of Pac-Man. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, alrighty. Well, I think I'm all caught up on the chat here. I'm not overlooking anybody and all that stuff. Well, thanks for joining me for this wonderful retro game hopping afternoon and retro-inspired game hopping in the case of Pizza Tower. Hope you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun on this stream. We had some good times. Next week, we're going to start with Knights, and then I'm going to get Tack and Gungrave for the PS2, it looks like, before we get around to it. I have no idea what I'm doing for videos this week. We'll find out. I'll figure it out tomorrow. So something's coming this week. So yeah. Next stream, we got to play Tack. Next stream, we're playing Tack. All right. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.